The list of reasons why I shouldn't be an optimist was nice and long, including the fact that I was currently elbows deep into cleaning a 10-stall semi-public bathroom. To start, I had no known living family. The only person I had ever known to be mine was my mom, but she had died 7 years earlier. Now I lived in a charity home for university students in need, and I was in charge of several rotating chores, including cleaning 10 toilets twice a month. In fact, at the moment, the smell of bleach tickled my nose as I scrubbed a particularly disgusting spot behind a white porcelain bowl. And yet, I believed great things awaited me. Growing up, I had so many questions, but my mom never explained why it was her and me against the world for so long. She had said she'd tell me when I was older and could understand. All I knew was that she had chosen to have me, and, at some point soon after, she left with me never to see her family again. I never met my sperm donor or his family either. I knew my mom had emigrated from an unspecified Latin American country late enough in life to have an accent, and had wanted to add to her early childhood educator diploma to obtain a teaching degree. That was it. Sadly, she didn't get the chance to explain why it was the two of us. She passed when I had just turned 19. It was a couple of years later that I got the scholarship that landed me at the John Grier Home, and I started later than most toward my degree. A single drop of sweat slid down my back, but I ignored it. In less than 48 hours, I had an appointment with Mrs. Lippett, the director of the John Grier Home. During that meeting, she would tell me if I had been accepted into any of the 5 grant programs JGH students could apply to, and a positive result would be the ticket to my freedom. The end of dependency and infantilization. My toes were numb, and I stood to allow circulation back into my lower limbs. My hands were sweaty inside my rubber gloves. I threw the bright yellow things in the bucket full of cleaning supplies next to me. The stall was pristine enough, and I needed to catch my breath. The next toilet could wait. I stepped out of the small cubicle and washed my hands. Once thoroughly clean, I bent to drink water straight from the faucet, using my hands as a cup. At this short distance, it was easy to notice the hard water stains marring the white surface of the standing sink. I closed my eyes not to see them, but made a mental note to leave them soaking before I moved on to the next toilet. These past 6 years had been a blessing wrapped in a straitjacket of obligations and responsibilities. Now, only 3 days away from my master's degree, I counted down the hours until I could walk through the John Grier Home's main door to never return. Whether I got a grant or not, I had maxed out what the charity offered, and it was time to leave. It both terrified me and exhilarated me. I had no real possessions, beyond a meager couple $1,000s I'd saved by doing every job my degree and responsibilities allowed. I had tutored younger students and worked for college professors as a research assistant, or PA.